and they got some really good players, I would say. They got a lot of guys that can do a lot of things, so we got to be dialed in and be ready to go.
One of the things that Coach was saying about them is that they also have a lot of older guys that are experienced. Just because they're from a smaller school, they've got experience, and they score the ball well. How difficult does it make a big team like that is efficient?
Super difficult. When you got 6, 7 guys that are seniors that have been through this and for 4 years, it's pretty difficult because they got a lot of experience. So we just got to come together as a team and get defensive stops.
What do you remember about the Middle Tennessee State game, or do you remember that at all?
I remember that game. I was watching it. I was in 3rd or 4th grade. I think I cried after that game. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I definitely remember that. So that's kind of in the back of our heads. Coach kind of told us the story about that, so we know we got to come in prepared because everybody's gonna try to come knock us off.
Your buddy Mike had his son at the game and he cried too.
So I'm not alone in it. All right, we all good.
Did you hear from any of those guys? Like, I think Valentine was on that team. Did you guys hear from any of them? They're busy with their stuff too.
Not really. We had some here the other day that he came through here. He kind of just told us, just be ready. It's March, so anything can happen. So you gotta be ready.
I know that I asked you this, I think, after the Wisconsin loss. What are some of the qualities that this team has that you think will give you guys that kind of mettle to make a good long tournament run?
I'll probably say resilience from this team, honestly. A lot of teams, they've put us in the mouth before, and we've come back before, but I think just the resilience that this team has, we can fight through adversity, we can go down a lot and come back up, or we can just have a lead and we can fight, so I think that's the biggest thing for us.
What's your mindset going into your first NCAA tournament game? Tom said that he doesn't plan on having a sit-down talk with you like he would most freshmen just because of the way you are, but what's the outlook and what did your dad tell you?
For me, I kind of just want to come in with the same mindset of every single game. It's not try to make it as big of a deal and try to come in and just play calm, play smoothly. And with my dad, he kind of told me the same thing. Just the next 3 weeks, the only thing that matters is the national championship. Everything else has to go out the window.
We've asked you about you and Colin being roommates and stuff together, but I'm curious from like a player development standpoint, the way you guys have been able to grow throughout the season. Has that set in for you guys, like what you can accomplish for this team, the roles you guys have in this team, the way you've kind of heightened throughout the season?
Oh, 100%. Just being in here, working with each other every day, I feel like that's the biggest thing, especially when we have off days. I feel like a lot of us try to work out with each other so we can just all improve our games together. So just the development of this team has been amazing.
Has his shot development, the way he's been able to, it's not a high volume shot, but the way he's been able to hit them, surprised you at all from the way he's run this season?
Not really. I feel like over the summer he really worked on his shot. Me and him was in the gym a lot over the summer. I feel like me and him really worked on a lot of jump shots. He's in here morning, noon, and night working on his shot. So I'm really proud of the strides that he's made so far with that. He's more confident he's feeling and getting them off.
Izzo talked about the connectedness of this team, and you just sort of mentioned how connected you guys are. What is the tie that binds it? Because you're different levels and different new guys, lots of new guys. What connects you guys?
I just think the chemistry, because I feel like it's a lot of off-court chemistry for us. We spent a lot of time with each other off the court. Like, until this day, we still hang out all the time. So I just feel like that's one of the biggest things for us. And then on the court, it's the communication part with the coaches. The coaches trust a lot in us to communicate to one another on what we see in the court. So I feel like that's the biggest thing.
And Izzo mentioned a lot of these guys hadn't won a lot at different levels, at other levels. You guys talk about that, the hunger that created?
Oh, 100%. We came in with the mindset that nobody has won anything yet. Nobody has a ring. Nobody has a Final Four appearance, national championship. So that was kind of our mindset. We don't have a lot of guys that don't have a lot of things, and we don't want our seniors or the guys that are hungry for more to leave out with something. So we want something.
I'm wondering about that communication. I'm thinking back to that Iowa game. There was a point where you and Cohen were kind of. Remember what I'm talking about? That turnover,
Yeah.
like, what allows that level of trust and communication where it's, I guess, open like that, and you can kind of go back and forth like that?
You kind of just got to hear each other out. There's always two sides to what they see on the court, so you got to hear each other out before you can get upset at somebody. Sometimes they see something that you don't see, and you don't see something that they don't see. So it's really you got to trust the guy next to you.
Is that pretty